So everybody, welcome to another edition of our Drive Time video calls, and I'm very, very happy to welcome who is a very good friend of mine actually, Nick Jackson, to the show. Nick, how you doing, my friend?
Hi Ian, yeah, not too bad. How about you?
Yes, very good. I said actually when you first came onto this call, I didn't recognise you with that beard.
As I said, this is embracing the COVID lifestyle. I've decided I'm not going to be out for a while. Shave the head, grow the beard.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm desperate for a haircut, as I said before. Now, Nick, obviously, I know you very, very well, so I know what you do in motorsport. But for those people who don't know how you're involved in motorsport, what is it you do, Nick?
Yeah, of course. Basically, so I'm one half of NJM Racing Limited, or more commonly known as Moore's Motors Racing, with
Yeah.
Jamie Moore. I've been involved as a mechanic for about 10 years and driving for 8. So naturally, when we both sort of came together, sort of in the last 3 or 4 years, it sort of fell into this company that we have now. So we offer everything from arrive and drive, driver training, pre-track setup, the lot. So I'm involved heavily in it, and my full-time job as an instructor as well. So it's all track.
Talking of the instructor side, I have to say, I'm not just saying this because you're on the call, Nick. You've taken me out a couple of times, haven't you? And you've coached me a little bit, actually. I think you came out with me when I took the enduro car out, didn't you? And you gave me some tips. I was pretty slow, but you know, it's difficult to go fast in a enduro car, isn't it? Really? But I do have to say, you are some driver, Nick, because I've seen you in race mode as well. Yeah, you're a pretty talented guy. Let's go back to Moore's Motors, because I've got something I want to show everybody here. And I'm going to test you on this, Nick. I'm going to test you on this.
Yeah.
This picture here. First of all, can you name everyone?
Of course I can.
Go on. Let's go left to right.
Left to right, yeah.
Yeah.
Robert, Jamie, Catherine, obviously myself, Lockie, Deanna, and Mario.
Fantastic. Now,
Mario, yeah.
Do you know where that picture's taken?
Silverstone MSD 2018.
Blimey.
Have I got that one right?
You've absolutely nailed it. Now, what were we doing? What was special about 2018 MSD? Obviously, it was the first one, but what was actually special about that? What were you busy doing over the 2 days there?
That was our live build weekend, if I remember rightly. That car which was tucked to the left in the photo.
The silver KA, let me just bring that back up there. The silver KA on the left of the image there. Now, that's a road-going KA, wasn't it? Actually driven from the Moore's Motors HQ in Wokingham all the way to Silverstone, and then stripped and built into a fully fledged working enduro car over the 2 days by yourself and the team, wasn't it? That was something incredible.
Yeah, it was a good project. And when we first started talking about that, it was a little bit of a question mark on it if it can even be done. But yeah, obviously the guys, we just basically put them all together and organised it all and got it done. They did a fantastic job to keep it going. To be honest, on the field side of things, I didn't have much to do. I was out in the cars doing the other side of things. So I just came in to check up on them and make sure they're actually stopping for drinks and food and things, because they literally were absolutely flat out. They were working working pretty hard on that.
They were, and it was a fantastic day, I have to say. Now, Nick, look, we want to find out a little bit more about you. You're obviously a very talented driver, a coach, you name it, you do it, businessman as well, a successful businessman. So, but you've done a lot of driving, done a lot of track stuff. Where's your favourite place to go racing? If I said to you, Nick, you can only drive at one track for the rest of your life, where are you going?
I'll tell you where to go on that.
Yeah, I know you would. Yeah. That's why I'm saying it now. You can't swear at me right now.
That's a really hard question. I knew this was going to come up. If I was to pick one track to drive, I think it'd be Cadwell, and that's purely because of how interesting it is at the UK circuits.
Yeah.
However, I wouldn't pick it to race because I don't enjoy how tight it is for sort of your racing, your overtakes and things like that. So I'd probably pick Alton Park.
You know, you're not the first person who's actually said that about Cadwell Park. Fantastic place to drive, but potentially not the best place to race. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to make life a little bit easier for you. Then we're going to go to Cadwell Park, you and me. We're at Cadwell Park, and we're not under race conditions or anything like that. But you've got 10 laps around Cadwell Park, and you can take out any car. We're in complete fancy land here. Past, present, race car, road car, you name it, whatever you want. You got 10 laps around Cadwell Park with no traffic, by the way. The track's all yours.
Around a circuit like that, it's got to be a CLK DTM. I've been lucky enough to drive one once, and it was only for one lap of Silverstone. And honestly, the character that you get back from that car is something else. yeah,
Really?
There's something about it.
Yeah, I can imagine. And they only let you do one lap. Were you not tempted to be like, oh, I missed the pit entry. Oh no, I have to go around again.
Unfortunately, it was on a special occasion we did a couple of years back as part of my other full-time work, and it was basically moving it for a photo shoot. So we had to move it around on the track, obviously over lunchtime, to park it up, have a nice shot, and then drive it back. So it happened to be Mr. Sensible when you have that responsibility. But yeah, I can say the temptation was there. The temptation was definitely there.
So this brings me to another question. I love asking this question because everybody's got an embarrassing moment, haven't they? You've obviously done a lot of driving, a lot of coaching. What's been the most embarrassing moment for you? You've done something you thought, oh no, I can't believe you did that. It can be either be in a race car, it could be when you coach, it could be somebody else. You tell us what's been the most embarrassing moment for you involved in motorsport.
Oh, there's quite a few I can think of. I mean, you know what our team works like. We all like to take the mick out of each other, and I tend to always get sort of the bad end of that. I'd say probably in car, if we think about when I was actually racing, a race scenario was probably when we were doing pretty well. We put it on P2. This was back at Alton Park, 2016 maybe. And basically I fired the car off backwards into a wall on probably that third or fourth lap. Oh. Luckily, drove it out absolutely fine. Couldn't believe that there was nothing wrong with it, in the sense of it all felt good. Carried on driving, pulled ourselves back up to P2, had the team going mad over the radio because they couldn't believe what we'd done. And then I just saw the back right wheel overtaking the car.
No,
that was probably, I wouldn't say it's too embarrassing, but I was certainly getting pretty happy in the car thinking, yeah, we pulled this off, we've done it. And I could hear it all over the radio. I do my usual where I start singing down the radio to the team to keep them happy as well. And yeah, it fired back a bit.
That sounds dangerous as well. Just the wheels go quicker than you.
Yeah, it's not good. Turns out there was a failure from the impact, but yeah, it's one of those. When you're in the heat of the moment, obviously we all try and imagine there isn't a problem to try and carry on, but
Exactly. Now, look, Nick, when we do get racing again, and I'm confident we will get racing, it might be behind closed doors, but we will get racing again. What series can we see you involved in this year?
So, obviously, as a team side of things, we'll be running the Enduro KA again. We've got a few cars out on that. We've also got Super Cup. We've got 2 cars in Super Cup, which I'm actually going to be racing one of them myself with another driver, Ollie Pidgley. So we're gearing up for that.
Well, I'll be Nick. We're doing Enduro Car and Super Cup again this year, so I'll be sure to find you with a microphone.
There you go. So you'll find us on that one. And then obviously we'll still be out in Track Day Trophy, Track Day Championship with cars as well. So it's going to be a good year when it does get back up and going. And to be honest, I was getting excited to get back into Super Cup and get out racing myself this year. And it's like everyone, all racing drivers, we're all sort of sitting there at the moment, buzzing to get back out. And yeah.
Well, I've been speaking to a lot of people. I'm no scientist, but I do think we are going to be back out on track this summer, July, potentially July, maybe August. There is going to be some sort of a season. Yes, it's going to be slightly different to seasons gone by. There'll be probably no loads of barbecues after the events and stuff like that. But hey, the important thing is we get back out on track. Now, Nick, I like to finish on this question. It's a very important question. It's probably one of the most important questions you'll ever be asked in your life. So I need you to really think deeply about this. Okay, it's really important. Nick Jackson, if you were a biscuit, what biscuit would you be and why?
No, Ian, I'm going to fire this one back at you. Can you remember where that question came from?
Yeah. Camp Brands Hatch, 2019, Sophie Johnston, as at the podium celebrations for the Indy 500, the Enduro Car 500.
Yeah. And where that originally came from was us on top of that.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that. So Sophie stole it from you.
I'm pretty sure we've got a clip where we stole your microphone at back at MSD.
Yeah, probably.
Where we've got Jamie talking about that, and I think way before that as well. But
in that case, I just say something, Nick. For every single time we've asked that question every single drive time video call so far. Sponsored by More Motors, that question. Thank you very much.
I'll fire it back and say that a bourbon. I'll leave it at that.
Good man. Great. Look, Nick Jackson, I really appreciate your time today. I'm going to let you go and get yourself race ready for when the season does resume. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you again, my friend, and we must catch up soon.
definitely. And take care.